Howdy folks, and welcome back to another ELEX Part 33. Do not do tips, tricks, guides, walkthroughs, speedruns, 100% trophies, or achievements. I play games for fun with the sole goal in mind. Invade your phones and homes on the big screens, little screens, and all screens in between. The heat with a blast from the past. A wave of nostalgia as we laze our way down the lazy river called life. To a period of time in the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, when you go over to a buddy's place after school or work, where you drop your pack, drop your gear, drop your butt in a chair or anywhere, it doesn't matter, because you're there to play good games, such as Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse, or play bad games. Like, what was it called? Surfing. Town and Country Surf Designs, Wood and Water Rage. Which, the thing about that game is it was like, basically, you know, for someone who lived through it, the early 90s was basically the late 80s when it came to color choices, design, and fashion. So, whenever I see that, I just think, yeah, it's technically came out in 88, but it feels like the early 90s kind of stuff. Anyways. Because life can kind of get in the way, kicks you in the teeth, especially as you get older. It's hard to organize events with friends and family. It's hard to get out of bed sometimes, or after work, your knee's acting up. So getting someone over to just hang out, harder to do. People move away, you lose touch, you got responsibilities, family, friends, holidays, work. Building a shed, you're studying college, putting together a model, or doing your taxes. It doesn't matter, because I make these videos in hopes that I put them on in the background so that I can invite you into my home. You can invite me into yours for the next hour and a half or 2 hours. I'm your buddy, your friend, your confidant. So sit back and relax, and let's enjoy the experience of these games together. I want to give a special thank you to my subscribers, because if it wasn't for y'all, I would not be doing these videos, especially the frequency in which I do them. And I make this promise, as long as one of y'all sticks around, I will keep pumping out videos. As long as my health and age keep up. You drive over my computers, howdy. Stay a while and listen. Alright, let's finally check this out. Olbrook's new offensive.
Judicator Olbrook is looking for an experienced field commander to lead his troops against the Alps in Ignadon.
What? Am I supposed to give up Tavar and become some captain for the clerics? Even if this isn't some form of trap, you can't really expect me just to walk into Ignadon. Let the clerics and the elves kill each other. That's where the profit lies.
Profit lies in the free people staying free.
You sound like Nasty. She says things like that when she's drunk. She used to be an idealist. Time in the desert leading troops has taught her the truth. You ask her, nothing is free. No one is free. There is only profit.
Alright, we're trying to find a commander for the clerics.
Judicator Olbrook is looking for an experienced field commander to lead his troops against the Alps in Ignadon.
No. My place is here. This role is not for me. You must find another for this task. The survivor.
Who's this?
Yeah, that's it. All right.
We didn't really explore this place out too much. Yes, this is a good enough time to do it. Okay, those things don't hit near as hard as I was thinking. You know what, though? Had a pretty good year gaming. I mostly stick in older games. Granted, ELEX is kind of new. It's only what, like 6, 7 years old, so I consider a newer game. But the difference is ELEX isn't a new modern game that is styled using old design space. It's a modern game with definitely older mechanics and design to it. So I think that's why I've been enjoying it. Well, let's try and figure this one out. Alright, we have less than, greater than, less than, greater, yeah. 8 is that, which is... So the 4 is right, the 8 is not. 9 and 5 are out. So 7, 8. What? But I don't have any more numbers. Let me cheat.
I'm in.
And that's why I don't invest in that. Oh, also there's the code right there, 1848.
Jesus, comet hard enough anything standing.
Not now.
I have a feeling I know who this is. I'm kind of curious if there's unique dialogue with her. I'm sure we're gonna get some quests from him.
How are you? You should.
No, didn't mean for that. Come back.
How? How?
I think that's Thorvald, right? Which one of our missions early on was to try and find this guy. So we'll see how this goes. I'm sure he'll give us some quests too while we're on it, right?
Whatever you're looking for, you won't find it here.
Or
Please
Thorold.
leave immediately.
You don't know what I'm looking for.
Your search is none of my concern. Please leave.
Who are you?
Magellan cannot afford for my work to fail.
You should know that we are grateful to you for all that you do here. I'm sorry to disturb you, Pilgrim.
It's nice that at least one person understands. Thank you, Kaya. I've told you, I have no time for distractions. Move on. Now. Leave this area.
Alright, you want nothing to do with us.
I met Thorold. He wasn't exactly communicative.
You met him? Well, then you are truly honored. He might not be a man of many words. That is because he is focused on his task. If he didn't wish to talk, it is because of the work he is undertaking. You must judge the man by his achievements. He has completed his retreat. I am certain you will understand what our world owes him.
Judicator Ulbricht is looking for an experienced field commander to lead his troops against the Alps in Ignadon.
We don't have enough good people ourselves without supplying them to fight for the clerics. Ulbricht will have to risk his own people.
That didn't work.
Rely on machines.
I want to travel to Ray for a bit because he has a mission. I'm hoping he'll pop. Alright, we'll talk to this guy. We talked to him again before, but we'll let the dialogue run through because I don't quite remember exactly what he was talking about in Yammernon.
We shouldn't stay here too long.
Well, let's not do that. Actually, yeah, let's... I'm sure he's not going to want to sign up for him. But Nasty seems the right choice for helping Ulbricht.
Yeah, whatever.
The adjudicator Ulbricht is planning a huge offensive against the Alps in Igniton.
Good. Then the clerics and the Alps can take care of each other. It's the clerics' damn fault we have the Alps in the first place.
Ulbricht
Well...
needs a field commander. I think you should take that command.
Me? Why would I help the clerics clear up their problems? Ignidon can burn for all I care.
And with Igniton gone, where do the Alps go next?
Idan. They hate the Berserkers. Do you really believe in all this shit? Causes don't get you anywhere. Why should I fight for them?
Alps want all the ELEX, be it in Igniton, Idan, or Tavar. They will come here.
And you think fighting a battle in Ignidon for the clerics will help? And what difference am I supposed to make?
You captured the fort, didn't you? And you want a new challenge. Destroying the Alps converter in Ignidon. Now that's a challenge.
And this cleric is so desperate he'll ask an outlaw to lead his men?
He needs an experienced commander who can help bring the free people together. And he's desperate.
Well, if it's desperate times, that's what I do best. I'm in.
You're sure?
I took the fort, I planned it, I led it. What have I done since? So sure, whatever. Let's go and fuck up some Albs. Better than wasting away here.
Good. Then I found the commander they need.
They know my history. They know I can lead. I'm ready to deal with any troll shit they think about me.
Flashback. Oh, nope. I don't know what that's about.
Doesn't believe in Kalam.
You think they can deal with that? Then, I'm in. As long as you join me in this. I'll leave for the Hort and talk to this Ulbricht. You better not be troll shitting me about this. And you better be ready to fight.
There is nothing for you here. Don't do that again.
Alright, let's try and see if we can snag this real quick. Nope, we can't. Oh, we can run away. Or maybe he'll win. Nope. He's not gonna win. He did not win. I think we got away with it though. I do need to sleep instead of wasting potions. Alright. Sleep until morning.
Take that tick to the pit. It should be disposed of.
Boy, do I love it. That's what I need. All right, big offensive time.
Everything. Nasty, the sister of the Duke of Tavar, will lead your army.
You think she has the experience we need?
She led the Duke's forces when they took the fort from Bloody Baxter.
What does she have to say for herself?
Do you stand ready to help save Magalan from the elves?
Do you stand ready to cut the shit and get to the point? Do you need a commander, or was this a waste of fucking time?
Relax, both of you. You need to work together.
I heard of the battle for the fort. It was a good plan. You saved lives with it. Very well. I will put my trust in you, and in the commander that you have brought us. Come to me as soon as you are ready, Commander, and I will hope to see you amongst our forces when we begin our attack against the Converter.
Due to the vacuuming, I'm gonna go silent for this part. So enjoy the ambience.
It has come to this day. Cleric against Alb, and the future of Magalan hanging in the balance. Reinhold's forces will advance directly on the Converter, attacking the main Alb force from the front and pinning them in that position. Nasty will lead her group through the Alb positions between us and the Converter. The question is where I should commit myself and my forces. If I go with Reinhold, it will strengthen our force, where the enemy is strongest. But your force is also in need of reinforcement, and it is on you that the fate of the whole enterprise depends. Committing to either course leaves the Hort vulnerable to an attack, and if we lose the Hort, we lose everything. It is a gamble. What are your thoughts?
I don't need no backup.
Nasty and I will handle it on our own. Nobody will get by us to threaten the Hort.
Then, so be it. Now, go to your commander. The battle will begin as soon as Nasty gives the signal. Do not falter. Do not give way, warriors of Ignadon. Go forward for Kalan. Go forward for Magalan.
Status report.
The mechs are closing on us.
Then let's stop standing around and scrap those bastards! Yeah, I'm coming.
Well, that one easy peasy.
Was that it? I thought the fight would be harder than that.
That's just the start. We have to go on.
Then let's get on with this. And stay close. Advance!
I think I'm just gonna roll with this. We're going up here. Nope, we're going up the road.
That fucking brute is looking for trouble!
What is it? far, so good. Kind of like this.
Well, that was more of a challenge. Let's finish this.
We have to get the converter.
Damn the converter. Let's make them pay.
This isn't about revenge. We have to put that converter out of action.
As long as it involves killing Albs, let's send them to hell. Let's finish this.
Hop, 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 hop.
I'm here.
Oh, Ulbricht's dead. We don't want that. Crap. How do we keep Ulbricht from dying?
So,
If Reinhold falls, then so does the Horde and our plan. We should reinforce him. Keep them busy until we are there.
then, so be it. Now, go to your commander. The battle will begin as soon as Nasty gets the signal.
That fucking brute is looking for trouble. that it?
Alright, maybe this will...
Well, that was... Let's...
We have to get...
Try and save Ulbrich this time.
I think we're through. Make sure we killed all of them. There are still more Albs out there. Take them out. I'll hold the position here.
Ulbrich is dead. How to say Ulbrich? How to save Ulbrich? ELEX. Okay. Let's try bringing him with us. Maybe that'll save him.
Commit.
Cold value too high. From what I can tell, I don't know if there's any way I can actually save them.
Now,
Well, that was more of a...
We have
Now let's try it. I don't think I can save them. Let me try without explosive rounds. Maybe I'm the reason he's dying. No, looks like you can't save him. Oh well. Tried to warn him. You have to not... You have to bring Albert with you if you want to save him.
I think we're through.
Alright. That's just how the cookie crumbles, I guess. Otherwise, he's going to die. There's no way to save him. That pisses me off. I don't like that in games. Where's Reinhold? So make sure you don't have a high cold increase. Well, I wonder now. Hold on.
Well, that.
We have this.
Let.
No, he's dead before you get there. He's dead before you... He literally dies before you get there. We just saw his body just magically drop. Yeah, so if he's ever sent forward like that, he just dies. He goes Kaputski. So yeah, make sure your cold is not low like that if you want him to live. You have to be emotional. That was my bad for... popping all those ELEX potions, but I regret nothing. Was his plan. And it's more cinematic that way, right?
That didn't work. I'm in. Not now.
Who am I being attacked by?
Not now.
There's nobody around. If you're talking the floor up, fine, we'll go take care of them. We'll come back down and check it's safe.
I'm in.
Before I do this, I do want to try one thing. What if I can do it without drawing him in? You'll see what I mean here in a second. Let's see if we can game this, huh? I started a fight? No. You can't. Okay, so Alberg dies off screen. Alright. So there's no way to save him. Unless you don't have your cold as low as you do, you're going to have to do it higher than that. Okay, I went down. I need to go back up. So, don't increase your cold, folks. At least until after. And then after you can do it. Alright. Turn that off. We don't want the thieves, it's the adventurers. And then we can try to pick this. Ah, that pisses me off so much. I wish there was another way to save them. But options in games, man. Options. More options are better. Less options, you know. Stirring shit up, that's what I like to do. Man. Especially around the holidays. It's always fun. Alright, so yeah, that pisses me off, man. I'm just wishing these types of games there was alternate solutions and paths to completing. There was no reason to send him out into fighting. He even admitted, I think, himself earlier to us that he's not really a fighting type of guy. So, you know. Alright, now where do we gotta go? Now that Alberg's dead, who do I report to? Yeah. In the end, what's it matter? I'm not really fully committed to the clerics anyways, right? I just needed the armor and the gear.
Care of the...
They're dead. The battle is won.
And I thought they'd make a fight of it. Is that all you've got? Why is anyone afraid of the Alps? We showed them.
So I have to go look at your
We fight
But well together. You should come with me. You really should come with me, Nasty.
You think I need your help?
Yeah, that and I need yours. Come with me.
I thought I was giving the orders here.
You're not giving me orders.
Then you'd better give me a challenge. I'm only in this for the shards and the glory, not to follow you around like a tame jackal.
Attacking the Ice Palace. Is that enough of a challenge for you?
The Ice Palace? Are you serious?
We have to go there at some point if we're going to finish this war. I can get us in there. I know my way around it.
How the fuck can you know your way around the inside? No one has ever been in there and... Oh, you fucker, you total double-speaking fucker. You're an alb.
I was Commander Jax. Now I'm fighting alongside the free people.
Jax? Fuck. How could I not recognize you, you asshole? If you hadn't killed the Albs, I believe this was some sort of a trap. And you'd be dead right now. You really want to do this? You really think you can get into the Ice Palace?
I can get us in, if you're prepared to kill more Albs.
Shit, I'll kill more Albs. And I'll kill you if you're trying to double-cross me. An Alb. And I thought I'd met every type of lying double-crosser ever. You're serious? You want to put an end to your own people?
I'm serious that I'll help you get into the Ice Palace. I have business there.
Yeah, now your plans are starting to sound like my plans. Okay, I'm in, asshole. I'm in. Alb warriors, Alb fighting skill. If they're so good, where the fuck are they? Yeah, shit.
What's wrong?
How the hell were you able to join up with those lava-shitting fanatics from Ignadon?
I've made my choice. Live with it.
Oh, right. Mr. Determined to live his own life. As long as you know the shit you've walked into.
Everything okay with us?
Butterflies and honey. Stop being so soppy and let's get the job done, you asswipe.
I really like her. She's a neat
Not
character.
giving a shit gets you nothing.
She talks like she's in the Marine Corps.
Follow me.
All right, sure.
All right. Okay, now we should be able to actually equip the Mortal Beam, right? Let's assign that. Let's give that a break. What's she come with? Looks like some type of nasty sword. Alright, all bricks offensive. I mean, it succeeded. But let's see how well it did. Let's go back to the Hort real quick and check out everything. Let's see if they've replaced... He's been replaced in his office. No, looks like his office is still open for new vacancy.
Judicator Obrecht has passed into the world beyond. He was a great man whose faith gave strength to us all. But his death came as part of a battle to save Ignadon and save Magalan. His death leaves me as the last Judicator of Ignadon. Whatever path lies ahead, I can only hope that Kalan
Oh, they're
gives me the
screwed.
wisdom and strength I will need.
Alright, I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try something weird. So bear with me. I was trying to do this first. But I need to see if I can... Is there any way to decrease cold ELEX? Is there an opposite to increasing? Lower is one thing that matters, so essentially decrease by selecting the proper dialogue choices. Alright, so let's be emotional here.
Even great men fall when the power of ELEX is taken from them.
Zardom, once trusted advisor to the first Elexiter. And now here you are, out of Zakor, separated from the ELEX that gave you your powers.
I spent many weeks in fever, haunted by visions as the ELEX that had sustained me slowly.
We'll see if I can
away. But in the end, I have been able to find a way
force my
despite the withdrawal, Jax.
cold enough.
That I was. But you, Commander, your appearance tells me it's not going well for you. Has the transition to emotion, to
Hopefully.
free thinking,
Let's try it.
The great Commander Jax?
Don't pretend you care for my well-being, Zardom. I don't have any reason to trust you.
We are both renegades now, cast out and hunted by our own people.
Cold
We need to
decrease.
trust each other.
Perhaps.
Dialogue choices ELEX. Let's see if I can kind of
Calix
game this.
declared that I had failed my mission for the directive, and so must be executed. But I still live, and I am searching for the truth of what happened to me. I hope you can help me discover what that truth is.
You want my help with that? And what exactly is it that you think I can do?
Why were you exiled? You were an Elexiter, the highest rank and honor amongst our people, and yet you left Zakor. Why?
Tarek, the first Alexitor, is following a course with the other Alexitors that I cannot. His mind is clouded. He cannot see the bigger picture clearly anymore.
And what is the bigger picture?
You have spent enough time away from Zakor. You must see the directive with different eyes now. But I put myself into exile so that I wouldn't have to discuss such things. Maybe one day the time to speak will come, but that is not today. I have found my place out here, and I will keep my peace.
You cooperate with the Free People?
With some. They judge you for your deeds as an Alexitor.
They fear you?
Yes. As I said, it was difficult at the beginning. There were some who recognized me, but I have kept my identity from most. I want to live in peace here.
Help me reach the Ice Palace.
You know unauthorized access to the palace is impossible. Without the correct codes, you won't get past the first defensive wall. The automated defenses will kill you before you get close.
Then I will give you the access codes.
From who? Any Alb who identifies you as a renegade will attack you immediately. How will you get the access codes without fighting our own people?
I will have to find another way to get the codes.
That should be the last of your worries. You have other things to achieve first. However, the fact remains that you will need to lure soldiers from their positions in Zakor. Soldiers who are sent into the lands of the Free People rarely carry the codes to the inner areas of the Ice Palace. But then you know that better than I do, Commander. The security of the Ice Palace matters greatly to the Albs.
What would make the troops leave Zakor?
The directive, the great plan, and the highest goal of all Albs. ELEX must continue to be extracted. They will only leave their fortifications in great numbers.
Well, if anything, we'll at least get all the dialogue out of the way, so then if I have to go back to the other save, we can go through this and just blah blah blah.
Into the Ice Palace is to destroy or deactivate the converters.
That makes sense.
Hey!
The converters are heavily guarded.
I would expect so. But the influence of the Albs is not as strong as it once was in the lands of the Free People. Losses have been high, and the Free People have become more organized, at least within their factions. Some converters have maintenance issues, or have been shut down, like the one in Edan. But none of that is helpful as long as enough ELEX is still reaching the Ice Palace.
I need weapons and a way to improve my fighting strength.
ELEX withdrawal has made both of us weak. You will need to spend your time and your strength wisely.
Tell me more about your past at the Ice Palace.
I already told you. I have left that past behind me.
You can't deceive me. You want to take power in the Ice Palace.
What makes you believe that?
The Separatist leader Sestak told me. So what is it that you want? Are you planning war against the hybrid?
And you believe Sestak?
He didn't give me a reason to doubt his words. I trust him.
And how am I supposed to wage war? One Alb against Zakor? All I would gain is my own death. I have my new life here. That is what matters now.
It's obvious that you are hiding something. You are more powerful than you appear. You speak of ELEX withdrawal and the doubt that plagues you, but none of that fits your appearance, your confidence, or your character. So drop the lie. We both know the truth, Zardom. You didn't stop consuming ELEX when you left Zakor. You found yourself a source somewhere, and you have kept your strength. You can still cast magic.
I'm not the one pretending to be something I'm not, Commander.
What are you really doing out here, Zardom?
And what is it that you want, Jax? We all must find our own path as this world changes.
Hey! Hey, that was great.
What if the Elexitors and Zakor learn of your plans?
Sooner or later, the Alexitors track down every Alb outcast. The question is whether or not we can survive until we are strong enough to be able to defend ourselves.
Do you think you have the strength to fight an Alexitor?
No, not at present. And you should know that an Alexitor has been seen near the domed city. I think he has picked up your tracks.
How do you know that?
You've hardly been discreet. But he only has suspicions that you survived. He has no proof for now. I would suggest you take care of him before he learns you really are alive. If the Alexitors were to discover that you live, then they would concentrate their powers against you.
How do you plan to attack Zakor?
The only thing that would drive the hybrid soldiers from the Ice Palace is to stop the flow of ELEX. The converter in northern Abessa is strategically important. If we could shut it down, that would show the Albs the limits of the hybrid's power. It would give us a chance to persuade others of our cause.
So, will you admit that you have kept the powers ELEX gives you?
If you think I can acquire enough ELEX to maintain my old strength, you are mistaken. Yes, I continue to consume ELEX, pure ELEX, but I have only enough to reduce the impact of withdrawal. If you are looking for magic outside Zakor, then you will have to look to the Berserkers of Edan.
Is Berserker magic as strong as the Alps magic?
Some of them are very effective. Their mana has allowed the magic of Edan to evolve a lot of power. I heard of a mage in the domed city with the power to fight an Alexitor. And as a berserker living beyond the borders of Edan, she might have a more open ear than those living under berserker law every day.
You claim you are doing this for the Alps, but then you're prepared to kill them for your own cause?
It is a sacrifice that is painful to all. But the hybrid has blinded many of our brothers. There is no way to free all Albs. But with the blood of those who serve the hybrid, those lives will save others. But you will need to decide who you will back soon. The hybrid has sent a force of combat mechs and soldiers to advance inland into northern Abessa. This force must be stopped. Otherwise, they will tip the balance of power in Abessa in favor of the hybrid.
If you want war, then where is your army? You were revered in the Ice Palace. How many Alps still follow you?
None. My soldiers stayed in Zakor. Such is the power of ELEX. Such is the
Oh, he's
power
giving
of
us a bunch of
hybrid.
quests.
It takes those with will to see the truth.
So maybe we'll do those before I do that battle again.
I do have a force that is loyal
We'll see.
to me. I have the strength
I'll have to check
return to Zakor,
what my
to
cold
strike
rating is
the
after this.
hybrid.
If it isn't in Zakor, then where
So.
are these soldiers?
I have told you my aims. I have told you that I have the resources to achieve them. For now, I will concentrate on building resources here in the lands of the free people. If you will play your part in the struggle that is to come, then I will tell you this. There is a camp in the mountains between Edan, Abessa, and Tavar. The people there are independent and fight for their own cause.
Ah, that's Origin. We already
They
did
are
that.
a force waiting for a leader. You should seek them out. Perhaps there you can find what I have. A base of operations.
In the Berserker in Dome
Perhaps
City's
then
Kaja,
you will
or
see what I
Kaha.
mean more clearly.
Are you allied with the Free People?
Our cause in defeating the hybrid matches theirs, but I will do nothing to endanger the future of the Albs. Each of the factions has their own motives which could prove dangerous to our people. I heard that the Duke of Tavar is constructing a bomb that is so destructive it could destroy a city. What we don't know is his target, or how an outlaw has put together the technology capable of this. Now you know my thoughts, and it is time for you to tell me your plans. What is it that you want?
I want the person who got me into this situation. I want Calyx.
For what? Revenge? Your brother doesn't want anything to do with you. He sees you as a traitor. He will kill you the first chance he gets.
He's my brother. We fought side by side our whole lives. He has to listen to me.
And how will you get close enough to speak to him? He is protected by a whole unit of soldiers and combat mechs.
I will find a way.
Well, maybe I can help you, Jax. Support me in my cause, and I will make sure that you reach Calyx.
You think you can do that?
Yes. And you know I am your best option. I recommend that you take my offer.
So you do want to challenge the hybrid?
Challenge? You say that as if it's unthinkable for an alb.
You called for me?
The time is coming. We are close to achieving.
Oh, do we get to see the hybrid? No, they're gonna do the... Oh, yeah, we can kind of see him.
Completing his work as well.
I wonder, is it like a mixture of a robot mutant?
His secrets. I must know what he intends before he dies.
So this was shortly
You may
before
have
the
lived
shot
your
us down.
life in thrall to that machine, but the Albs existed before the hybrid took control. When the Albs searched for an identity, it was the hybrid that gave it to them. He gave us all worth through war.
Don't pretend you want peace, Zardom. That I won't believe.
The hybrid's last orders to you were to kill Thorold the Pilgrim, leader of the Berserkers, yes? But did he tell you why he ordered that?
And who should rule the Alps? You? It seems many in Zakor are beginning to question the hybrid's rule. But none have given me answers. None have said what the hybrid's plan is, or how they think they can better it. What is it we've fought for, Zardom? Don't you at least want to know that?
While First Alexitor Tarek follows blindly, I want answers. But I tell you, the hybrid won't give them to you. He only wants power for himself, and it will be the ruin of our people.
This is just the speculation of an outcast, a frustrated old man.
You know the directive requires all ELEX must be delivered to the hybrid. He says he must reach the peak of evolution perfection to secure the future of our people. But what will be left of our world at the end of this war for ELEX? All ELEX means exactly that. All the ELEX on Magalan. But do you think that the hybrid will ever be satisfied? What will happen when it has consumed all the ELEX on Magalan? What then, Jax?
So you think the hybrid is lying? That it has a different goal for the directive?
I don't question his goal. I question our place in it. Do you believe that when the hybrid evolves, the Albs will serve at
Probably
his
not.
side? After it has kept the truth and power for so long that its drive for ELEX will just stop? No, Jax. After we have exploited the lands of the free people, the hybrid will only have one source of ELEX left. Us. The first Alexitor Tarek is too blinded by the hybrid's promises to see that. But I know that once he is done with the rest of this world, the hybrid will extract the remaining ELEX from us. He will feed his evolution.
Alright, so let's check out my cold rating yet. Let's see if it's still...
I think we had better be careful here.
It says neutral.
You will have my support, but you will have to deliver Calyx.
Then help me achieve the things I need to turn the balance of power back in our favor. Help me shut down those converters and make the preparations you need to. Do that, and I will tell you how you can lure Calax to you. For my part, I will order my forces to infiltrate Zakor. I want a better idea of what is happening in the Ice Palace and the readiness of its defense systems. I will see you back here once you have completed your tasks.
Alright, you know what? We saw how the assault's gonna go. Let's do this quest chain first. Maybe we can get enough done with it. We can still save Ulbricht. Why do I want to save Ulbricht? I don't know. It's just one of those hang-ups I'm having. What is that? Oh. That tail made it look really weird for some reason. So at least we have a chance. Maybe we have a chance.
So, then the rumors are true. Commander Jax, you're still alive.
Alexeter Repox, I assume. You were nothing more than an ammunition carrier when I was still commander.
And now you're nothing.
And my death helped you improve your position within the Ice Palace.
Loyalty counts. There are those who saw your downfall coming. They were proved right.
And you just happened to get promoted. Should I think that's a coincidence?
I still can't understand why you betrayed the hybrid.
I was the one who was betrayed.
Keep telling yourself that. So, how should we do this? Will you stand there and accept your fate? Or will you
What do you think?
life?
I'm not dying until I've had answers.
What will Calax say when I report to him that I've corrected his failure of your execution? Your brother will be done for.
It will not come to that.
What is dead should stay dead.
Oh, is that it? Just a big chunk here? Oh yeah, that'll be easy.
I'll do it.
Oh, he's still alive? I thought he's still alive. Ass hat. Let's try and save our plasma. Yeah, this will be a good way to save it. I'll use a shotgun.
Now?
Ray, you are terrible. What is going on? What is with that?
What? Fighting now?
Out of ammo. Alright, I'll try this again. This is what I get for trying to use something I don't normally use. Just because I'm trying to save plasma rounds. Nope, 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 nope.
Fighting now?
Alright. That worked. Think it worked. Excuse me, something in my throat.
Zardom has recruited me to help his campaign against the hybrid.
Then you have moved in the right direction. But you should question his path and your own. You should be prepared to go your own way, should the time come when your paths separate. Does Zardom still have his ELEX powers?
He said little about that, so I'm not sure.
In any case, you shouldn't underestimate him. I will continue to keep him under observation. The survivor...
Taken command of Origin.
Then you can see the value of my advice. That place makes an excellent base for you, doesn't it? The Free People are strong when they are well led. And now you have won that group over, perhaps others will follow. Good. But I get the feeling you have more to tell me.
I have recruited a powerful mage from amongst the Berserkers. Her name is Kaya.
Good. And were you able to win her over to our cause?
The Berserker mage Kaya will help us.
We will need to call upon you when we face the Alexitors. Good. Was there anything else to report?
The Ob force in northern Abessa has been defeated.
Good. That was vital. We could not afford a shift of power in Abessa. Good. Do you have anything else to tell me?
The converter in northern Abessa has been deactivated.
Well, that was faster than I expected. No doubt the Ice Palace will be considering their response. Good. Do you have anything else to tell me?
The Duke of Tavar's bomb was really a fighting machine. He developed it with a cleric prisoner with the aim of attacking the Horde in Igniton.
Developed? Does that mean the danger is now gone?
Yes.
Good. Then we have one less threat to worry about. Good. Do you have anything else to tell me?
The Alexitor Repox is dead.
Then perhaps your secret can be kept a little longer. You have done good work, Commander. You have assisted our cause greatly. But the hybrid must have realized by now that there is a new threat that he must consider. He used to be preoccupied by the mages in Edan.
Do you have any idea why he feared them?
I was hoping you could tell me, Jax. He tasked you with finding the pilgrim Thorold. Did you learn anything that could explain the hybrid's fear?
I didn't complete my mission. I was shot down before I could reach the pilgrim.
And it seems that the hybrid has not succeeded in completing this mission since then. He still hasn't found the pilgrim, even though he seems to feel that the Berserkers transmuting ELEX is the biggest threat to Zakor.
If the hybrid is so dangerous, how did he end up in charge of the Alps?
He offered logical reason, leadership, and power. His ability to see the future. When our people left the clerics, it was to reject religion. The hybrid has filled the space left when we turned our backs on Kalan. Whatever the future holds, I am certain that Thorold is the key. His knowledge could mean victory or defeat in this war. I think that Thorold is seeking a way to change ELEX without the need to take it to that shrine in Goliath.
And if he can achieve that, then the hybrid risks losing vast amounts of ELEX.
Yes, and after all, the hybrid is demanding all the ELEX in Magalan. Imagine the effect on him if the Berserkers were to take huge quantities of it, turning it into mana before he can consume it.
The hybrid could never allow that.
It would destroy his plans, and it would empower the Berserkers. While the Albs lose power, they would gain. It's easy to imagine what they would do with our people then. The Ice Palace would fall, and the Albs would be exterminated. We cannot allow that.
The Berserkers would never commit genocide.
After the acts of slaughter the Albs have done to their people, why would they not take their revenge? You must finish your old mission and secure Thorold's knowledge. The fate of us all depends on it.
You keep saying it all depends on me, but what about you? Where is your support? What are you doing to stop the hybrid? If you want my help, you must prove your side of things to me. I want to see this force you're talking about.
As you wish. You should know who you are dealing with.
Mutants. All that remains are just the ones living in ELEX brings strength to those with the will to take.
Oh god, the sound effect is swamping out the... So he created an army of mutants. Great. All I see is a bunch of free ELEX. We're in chapter 3. Okay, we haven't even started. Ah! I didn't know this would bump me in chapter 3. Hopefully it doesn't fail Ulbricht's
So, you see, I might
quest.
not command my soldiers any longer, but I do have a force to be reckoned with. Now, you must play your part and discover the purpose of Thorold's research.
I think I know how to find the guy behind these wanted posters.
Let's hear it.
Whoever it is isn't in the desert. They're not in Tavar. What I'm hearing are stories about some cleric, a guy called Walter.
What stories?
Just that he has a grudge. I need more details.
Why is a cleric going to these lengths to see you dead?
Hey, it's not a problem I have with clerics, okay? Just this one for some reason. That's what I'm trying to find out. I've heard he might be in South Ignadon. He's staying clear of the Hort somewhere near the border with Tavar. We should find him. You know, I prefer it when the Albs stay in Zakor. They like it there. We like them there. Can't we just all agree on that and go home?
Okay, so I don't think it's canceled that quest yet. No, it looks like we're still doing that. Okay. Alright.
How did you get the mutants to follow you?
I retained control of them when I left Zakor. As long as they get the ELEX they crave, then they will follow the orders sent to their chips. I know where to find that ELEX, and I know how to command. They will obey me when the day comes to fight.
Teach me how to control the mutants.
No, you have your job and I have mine. Focus on the task you've been given.
What is it that you want, Zardom? Do you want to lead the Albs when the hybrid is defeated?
This is not just a war against the hybrid. The Alexiters are his disciples. Once the hybrid is gone, we must see what the Alexiters do.
And if they remain loyal to the hybrid?
Then they must pay the consequences for that decision.
So you want the Alexiters dead too?
If that is the only way to save our people.
And who will lead the Albs with the hybrid and the Alexiters gone?
We will only know that in good time. When when we see who survives the war to come.
You are avoiding the question.
And you are wasting our time, Jax. What matters now is removing the hybrid. All other questions can be answered after that. Until you complete your tasks and the hybrid is defeated, what do such questions matter?
That is what we shall discover, Zardom. What should I do once I know Thorold's plans?
First, we shall have to learn them. Then we will see how we can use that knowledge against the hybrid. I want to know why the hybrid fears transmuted ELEX.
What effect do you think it would have on him if he was to consume it?
I don't know. But we would have to get close to the hybrid to be able to make him do that.
Why would Thorold tell me what he knows?
Thorold is fighting against the hybrid. Make him understand that you share a cause and don't take no for an answer.
Well, we will see if he agrees.
You should face...
Alright, let's see if we've done enough that it will get it to change. I don't think so, but you never know. Also, now we're still not strong enough for that. Okay. I don't know if we have enough now. No, not gonna work. Alright, so let's keep on keeping on because there's no reason not to. Ray, let's go do what you got.
Let's go to Walter. We should find out if he is behind this.
Then we're going to South Ignadon. Well, here we are now. All we need to do is find Walter.
Then let's get started.
You really want to comb through the entire area looking for him? Yeah, I suppose that's the only way if I want this over. All right, let's get started. I've scored some decent loot from these ruins, but you have to search for stuff.
Tell me something about your cleric friend.
It seems that he's got a long memory and a weird sense of justice. Him and his friends attacked me. I just happened to be the better shot.
So, these contracts were taken out as revenge for the death of his friends.
Maybe. It's the best guess we've got. But it's still a guess for now.
What? No, who are you? What do you want here?
I wanted to ask you that exact question.
Oh, I'm just passing through. Oh, no, he found me. Look, listen, I have to go.
It seems Walter has something better to do than talk to me.
Hey, man, back here. He's making a run for it.
I guess I should follow him. Let's see where he crawls off to.
He's not doing a very good job.
So this is your hiding place?
If I just ignore you, will you go away?
You can try closing your eyes and wishing, but I'll still be here when you open your eyes.
Oh, shit.
So, you're the one who took out the contract on Ray and sent those bounty hunters after him.
Listen, I can give you shards. Just leave me alone.
You didn't leave me alone, did you? I've had to live in fear of my life, you scrag-ass skin flap.
Just tell me what you want and leave me alone.
You're going to pay for taking out those contracts.
Oh, no, please. I'll give you all the shards I've got.
You weren't so squeamish when you took a contract out on Ray's life.
You bastards! I hope you're rotten hell!
We're doing great.
The contract taken out on Ray. 5 sheets from a set of 10. It looks like there are already 5 in circulation.
Alright, that was easy. You didn't even put up a fight. The contracts. Just in case. And at least go through this and pick up what we can. A little extra experience. I don't care about the backstory of all these people. Usually not big on that kind of stuff in these types of games. No offense to the developers or programmers who mess with that stuff, but and good on you. I usually just kind of sift through it. Unless it has like actual gameplay impact, such as giving it codes or advice on how to talk to someone, so on and so forth.
It looks like Walter was behind this. He had a whole pile of contracts.
A whole pile? You mean he might have contracted more outlaws, not just Jackson's old crew?
No one else has been looking for you. Maybe Wyatt had the only set. Wasn't there something about midnight and entrance gate on the hit contract?
So?
Wyatt is to meet anyone claiming to have completed the job outside the fort at the planned meeting point.
Shit, of course. That all makes sense now. You clerics really can't get a bug out of your ass if one's crawled up there, can you?
What did you do to end up with Walter putting a contract out on you?
Nothing. I was out scavenging when I found a fighting behemoth out near the fort. It had been injured and dragged itself away to die. There's a lot of good meat on those things. I was partway through butchering it when some clerics arrived with the same idea. We could have shared it, but they wanted the whole thing. They opened up on me. I ran for it, but not before I'd booby-trapped the behemoth. It killed all but one of them. He escaped. I guess that was Walter. I guess that's why he's so pissed. I told some people at the fort what had happened. I guess he must have paid people off to find out who I was. Then he took out those contracts. Well, his plan almost worked.
That's all the copies of the contract.
You saved my neck. I mean, from some guy I met to the person who saved my life. How about that?
A guy you found and left for dead after looting his corpse.
Yeah, funny old world, isn't it? But what comes around, you earned me shards, so here, your turn.
Where did you get those from?
Ah, you know, Elexit turns up when you need it. No need to get stressed. And thanks again, friend. Yeah, I mean that. Friend.
Is everything okay with us?
Hey, you're alive.
Alright, so we can still do the Ulbricht thing, but I don't know, are we still neutral? I'm never gonna go back there. Oh well. Nah. I don't care about what's in that safe. So, let's get what's her name? Kaya, I think is what they're going by.
Ignadon. We must go to Ignadon.
You've sensed more ELEX?
Yeah, we should go there. Now, as soon as possible.
Go where in Ignadon?
I'll find it when I'm close. I hope the differences between the Free Peoples won't mean we lose this war against the Alves.
Alright, you know what? We'll knock it out.
Let's take a look at the ELEX deposit in Ignadon.
Good. Good, thank you. The crater. This is where the comet struck.
Oh, how are we gonna get there?
ELEX first appeared on Magalan. The impact sent it high into the atmosphere and spread it across the world.
And today, the factions are gathering it back up.
Well, there's still enough here for us to examine. We should begin. Not bad. We know where we have to go. I'll follow you this time. It's somewhere up ahead of us. We're close now.
Don't have time for your silliness. Plus, shotgun shells are probably cheap enough. And I'm doing all this just so I can try and save one NPC.
Here, it's here. Give me space and I'll see what I can find.
I can hit 12 times, which should be enough to kill just about everything but a troll.
Easy to get lost in it.
What happened?
I think it's all right. It's all right. I'm back. I'm with you.
Were you able to feel anything this time?
Yes. The ELEX is... It is more than just energy. It has purpose.
What are you talking about?
The ELEX was meant to change us. Meant to change our planet. It didn't come here by accident.
ELEX came here on the comet.
I know, but I can feel it. It has purpose. It almost has reason.
You think it's alive?
I know. It sounds crazy, doesn't it? I'm still trying to understand it myself, but I'm sure that ELEX was sent here to change things.
Sent here by who?
I don't know. I can only tell you what I sensed from the ELEX. But whatever ELEX's purpose is, it isn't over. The power it must have taken to make this. And now we all depend on it for magic, for technology, for power? The whole planet is dependent on it.
The Alps think ELEX is the key to the next step in evolution.
I know. I always assumed it was about magic, or just an excuse for their belief that they were superior. But I think the ELEX wants to change us. The question is, why?
Can you figure this out?
No, not yet anyway. Maybe with more study I can learn more.
But whatever purpose it has, the free people will be less able to resist it while they are divided into all these factions.
We should go on. I won't learn any more here.
Sounds like you've learned a lot. Question is, what does any of it mean? Do you think you could find out more from the ELEX?
Not right now. Getting close to it, inside what it is projecting, it would be easy to get swept away. I've learned more than I imagined I would. I almost wish I hadn't. Knowing what I know now, it makes me feel powerless.
We'll sign that. Alright. I mean, that's a good thing, is now at least I'm pretty much set for that.
With all your magic.
Don't you see? Whatever ELEX is, something must have created it. Whatever my powers are, they aren't close to that. Whatever powers I have, that you have, we owe to ELEX. ELEX created us. And I don't know if it is serving us, or we are serving it. How can you not be afraid of that?
You don't have to face it alone. Whatever this is, we can fight it. Together.
I can't decide that now. Thank you for your help. I know now that what I felt, what I have been feeling, was real. I just need some time to think what that means for us all. But whatever comes next, I know I couldn't have got here without you.
Oh, thanks.
About this...
Yeah? Thank you.
Is that a good thing?
You don't lie or exaggerate. You just do. You can always be relied on.
What, you mean I'm predictable? I should eliminate that. It will only assist my enemies.
I'm not talking about our enemies. I'm talking about us.
Oh, then I find you predictable as well.
You mean you know me? That must feel strange.
Alright, this is coming off as awkward,
Connected to the
but
other elves, then
all things
forced to be
considered.
alone. Unconnected. I'm worried that might be why we get on so well. That you're just looking for something to replace that connection. But it feels like it's more than that. That you could have real emotions. Is that true? Please, tell me.
Yes, it's true.
Well, good. Then...
How are you?
I'm doing
Alright.
well.
I think that was a... leading down the path of romance? I'm not sure, though. Alright, folks, I'm going to call it here. On my quest to try and get my cold rating up, just because I want to try and see if I can save Ulbricht. All for that. Okay, that works. Anywho, to my subscribers, you all stay awesome and you have an amazing day. You drive by Rub Wrecking Viewers, I'll catch you next time. Until then, you all have a good morning, good afternoon, and good night.